So in lab, we asked, how does the weight of an object depend on its mass? So for several different masses, we measured the force of gravity pulling on them with the force probe, and we plotted it, and we got a straight line. And our math model was that the weight was equal to about 9.8 times the mass. And this wasn't perfectly 9.81, but it's pretty close for most of you. So the idea is that if you want to know the weight of an object, you simply take 9.81, which we call g, and you multiply it by the mass. So to find the weight, we're going to use F of g for weight. It's the force due to gravity. So F is for force, and a subscript g means the force of gravity, or the weight, can always be found by taking the mass of the object times 9.81. All right? So we're going to use that to solve or find forces. So anytime you know the mass of an object, you can find its weight. All right? So it kind of looks like this. If I have a 12 kilogram shot put and I want to know what is the force of gravity on it, what is the weight, I just have to remember that the weight is equal to m times g. So you take the mass, 12 kilograms, and multiply it by g, 9.81, and that gives you the weight. So there's 118 newtons of force pulling downwards on a shot put ball because of gravity. We call that the weight. So if you have the weight and you want to know the mass, what do you got to do? Well, it's the same equation. The force of gravity, the weight, equals m times g. So if you want to know what m is, you just got to divide both sides by g. So the mass will just be the weight, F of g, divided by g. So in this case, that's 450 newtons divided by 9.81 meters per second squared, which tells you it's about 45.9 kilograms. Okay, so if you know the mass, multiply it by g, that'll give you the weight. If you know the weight, divide it by g, and that'll give you the mass. All right, you don't need to show your work for these first couple on the homework with these. You just need to do the calculation, okay?